Now it is the final race of the night and a really good field upcoming here for a Class 3 over the 1200 metres. Excellent Piers at the top of the book, carries an extra £6 for his last start win, but is low flying. Super Fortune comes to Happy Valley for the first time, has trialled well around the circuit. Winning Icy, he's across from the all-weather back to the turf. The track he's won 3 from 7 at as far as the 1200 metres go. Elon's had a trial since his last start. Scotch Tycoon has the hood off and the blinkers going on. Smoky Bear went more like a scolded cat than a bear last time and ran third. Lucky Angel made ground when running fifth behind Beauty Tycoon. Hyper Dragon Ball was known as Beholder for Nathan Doyle. Won over the 1200 at Newcastle and Scone in Australia. And Golden Link, all of his best form has been at Shah 10. The speed map here, Tom. Super Fortune from barrier number 11. The speed map man thinks he will have the tote across.
Yeah, and he's got a fair bit of it, but it's just the stamina at the end, whether he can see it out. These big weights, Paul, even though he had 125 last time out and 123, and prior to that 132, they're just finding him undone at the end.
Yeah, they are a little bit, aren't they? But he's been running against some pretty strong races at Shards, and I think Happy Valley will probably suit him. I think he can get across there. Nordic Dragon led last time, but was pushed to lead, so I don't think he necessarily has to lead. And Smoky Bear, he went a bit crazy last time, didn't he?
He held on all right for third, but didn't he?
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it's 52-1. Whether or not he can do it again remains to be seen. Excellent Piers is a horse that is absolutely flying. He's prepared by Frankie Law.
Frankie, Excellent Piers is a horse very much in form, runs in the final race on Wednesday night. How has he been since winning last time?
Yeah, it's really good form. It's still, you can see he's very consistent. So this time, because Matthew got an injury, so I need to put Hill Bowman on. And I put him on gallop yesterday. He's a good form, he said, yeah.
Was Hugh impressed with the horse when he galloped him?
Yeah.
Was he the first port of call when you sort of, obviously Matthew unavailable, was Hugh always the go-to sort of guy?
Because, you know, Matthew have an injury. I need to think about which jockeys can ride this horse. You know, usually all jockeys, they have a booking already. So I need to wait for the entries coming out, and I asked Hugh. He said, okay, I can ride for you, so it's good, yeah.
I want to, what was the extent of his cut leg? Because the sort of the report out of the race reads that he did sustain a cut leg. To what sort of severity was that, Frankie? Was it bad or?
No, not too bad, yeah.
And just with the horse in general, I mean, he's been with you for 7 starts now, 4 wins, 3 seconds.
Yeah.
He just keeps improving, Frankie.
Yeah, he's not a big horse. He's strong and then a little bit small, but anyway, he can run, yeah.
He's amassed 36 DBS points in the series. Should he win on Wednesday night, that will take him to the top. Is that an aim with this horse now that you've got him into a position where he looks a contender?
Yes, you know, we always try hard to get that million challenge, yeah.
He's got £6 extra as well, obviously. With his form, he continues to creep up the weights. Are you sort of confident enough that there's a bit more still to come?
Yeah, I think because, you know, he's a heavy jockey, so 135 should be okay for him, and the horse still look like keep improving, yeah.
The best dressed trainer in Hong Kong, Frankie Law, there, the trainer of Excellent Piers. Paul, it is very hard to fault the way Frankie's got him going, but he has to give a lot of weight away to Nordic Dragon.
He does, doesn't he? Look, he has one carrying 131 before, so he can carry weight, and he's quite a big horse. He's 1,100 odd pounds. So there's a couple of positives there, but as you say, Nordic Dragon looks like the horse, the up-and-comer, doesn't he?
He certainly does, and you look at this horse's record, 9 starts, course and distance, Mark. He's only missed top 2 on 2 occasions.
He has indeed. He doesn't tend to win by big margins either.
No, he doesn't, does he? He just manages to do what he has to do. So, like, he's definitely one of the main chances.
Right, that is Excellent Piers. We move on now to the first of our replays, and this is back on the all-weather, and it's Winning Icy where we start. He's no stranger to Happy Valley, Tom, because his record, course and distance is excellent. His run on the all-weather wasn't too bad either. He runs second behind Fiery Diamond here. His last defeat at Happy Valley was behind a very informed Street Scream.
Yeah, I don't mind him in this race. He went off at a big price last time out. Pretty ordinary conditions here on the all-weather, and he was a bit slow away, but he stayed on the fence and he ended up in the trailing position, got a decent run through them in the end, Paul. So I think he needs to be respected here. He's a 3-time course and distance winner. When he did win, he looked fairly progressive.
He did, didn't he? I was a bit disappointed with his run behind Street Scream, though. He was well beaten, and he was pretty short in the market that day. And saying that, he did bounce back and race well on the all-weather.
Fiery Diamond was disappointing on the weekend, but Lightning Bolt, who was just to the right of screen at the end, came out and won, so the form out of that race is quite okay. Scotch Tycoon, Paul, you've had time for this horse in the past. Now he's just second up for the campaign. There he is there. Francis Loy, Lyle Hewitson, hood off the blinkers, going for the first time, and he has won second up.
He has, hasn't he? And look, I'm going to include him just on a minor line. He's coming back from the Sharton run back to Happy Valley, and we know he's better at Happy Valley. He's a three-time winner there, and once over the 1,200, a couple of times over the 1,000. So the pace is on. I think he'll be running on late.
You know, I didn't think it was a bad run here behind Victor the Winner. We know that he's since come out and failed Victor the Winner, but the shades are on, and second up record reads well, and he was a big price last time out. I think he's definitely an improver in this.
And he's no stranger at Happy Valley. He's won, so handles the course quite okay, does Scotch Tycoon. Our next replay, Tom, features Nordic Dragon, the big-priced ISG sale graduate, and he ran right up to that price tag on debut. Will have to be better again because he's upper class.
He will, but he's got only 119 on his back here now. He's 1,136 pounds, so he's only dropped 4 pounds since that first up effort. Danny Shum quoted saying that he was only about 80% fit going into this first up assignment, and hopefully he can handle the step up here. I think he can, Paul, on this. He looked really professional and cut away from them. Shining Fortune, of course, has come out and franked the form.
Yeah, definitely. And I thought it was a very strong one. I think there's plenty of rating points in hand for this horse.
Oh, that's a great push for Nordic Dragon. Next up, Paul, is the replay which features Lucky Archangel, another one that you've been keen on in the past. Now, there he is on the extreme outside. He's a horse, he's had some bad barrier draws in his time here in Hong Kong, and he's been running on, but his record is not good in Class 3.
Yeah, the best he's done is he's run fifth 4 times in Class 3, but hasn't managed to do any better than that. I'd prefer him down in Class 4, to be honest.
Yeah, he's not one for me in this race. He's put on a bit of weight since that last start outing on the 23rd of November, up for nearly 30 pounds in body weight. And he was at the rear covering ground, but this grade he does tend to struggle.
Yo Beauty in Nakoni County in that replay run in the race prior. Next up, Tom, is Super Fortune. Now, we know him well from Sha Tin, but he has had a look around Happy Valley. This is his trial. He's got pace. He's drawn wide, expected to go forward. Did he look to handle Happy Valley well this morning?
He did, I thought. And look, he just got overhauled again late last time out, but he was able to lead this trial. That's what he does. Leads, don't know what sort of weight he would have been carrying in this trial, but he's done it comfortably, Paul. It's just whether he can hang on at the end. That's been his trouble, because he looked like he was going to be sort of a world beater in those early days.
He did, especially he's got that really good strong pace, and as you say, can lead over 1,000 with no worries. I've included him on a minor line because he looks like Happy Valley might suit him.
Holy Power is the horse that ran second in that, and of course he was a debut winner, a strong debut winner on the weekend too.
Yeah, he was. He won nicely, didn't he?
He did. Good field to finish the night, Paul.
It is. I'm going to go with Nordic Dragon, though. I think this horse has got plenty of upside. It comes in with a nice weight, and I think he can win. Excellent Pairs, the danger. He's been in such good form. This horse, he's won his last couple, just has to carry the weight. But he's a horse that can carry weight. Super Fortune we just talked about, and we've talked about Scotch Tycoon as well. He'll get back. I think he'll be running on late. 11, 1, 2 and 5.
Yeah, I thought Nordic Dragon would be tough to beat here. Stepping up in grade off the back of what was an impressive performance first up. Danny Shum's got a reasonable opinion of this horse. He's a 3-year-old by a Star Spangled Banner and was too strong for them last time out. The form's been franked, of course, with the Shining Fortune. He should definitely come on from that. He looked very good first up. I think Winning Icy needs to be given a strong chance here. Drawn well. The form out of that last night race is okay with Lightning Bolt, of course, and wasn't too far from them at the end there behind Fiery Diamond. Excellent Pairs, just has the 135 to carry, which might be the concern, but very hard to leave him out of the top 2. Course and distance, Excellent Pairs for Hugh Bowman and Frankie Law, and Scotch Tycoon with the blinkers on. Second up record also reads well. 11, 3, 1 and 5.